Hey guys, Anthony here for Signal by Sony, and today we're talking cameras. Now, usually we're here showing you new gear or new ways to use your own gear, but we met a really cool director of photography, Tarin Anderson, who used the Sony A99 on a tour with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Now, Tarin comes with some major street cred and had tons of tough questions for Sony about using the A99, so we thought we'd share what went down. Let's get into it.
My name is Tarin. I'm a cinematographer. I live in Los Angeles. I shoot mostly music videos, commercials, promos, a lot of shorter stuff, but sometimes I shoot shorts, docs, features, sort of whatever comes around and looks interesting. hitRECord is a collaborative website where anyone can go online and put on creative content that they own, and then projects sort of start evolving from that. So I've been on location with them a few times and shoot both the live event that's happening and behind the scenes that's leading up to that live event. Okay, so I have two questions for Sony engineers, and these are directly from our tour and things that we were trying to solve and weren't able to problem solve. The first question is, we were trying to go HDMI out of the Sony A99 into our projector, and so we were trying to figure out how we get 2398 out of the HDMI out of camera, whether that's in camera, whether that's through what's taking in the signal. Anyway, we would love your help. We couldn't figure it out.
Hi Tarin, thanks for your questions, and we'd like to give you some answers. The A99 only provides a 60 interlaced or a 60 progressive uncompressed HDMI output from the port.
On most external recording devices, what's going to happen is it's not going to be able to process all the data transfer of 60p, so intake 60i and convert it into 30p. And that's the reason why on your external device you're seeing 30p. So if you want to change your HDMI output frame rate, just go into the wrench menu, number 2, and you'll see HDMI resolution. You can choose either auto, which chooses between 1080 60p or 1080 60i.
My second question for Sony engineers is, we were using lenses, I believe they were the 70 to 400 mil, and they had a variable stop of 4 to 5/6. I had the camera in full manual mode, but I was unable to keep the stop the same while zooming. And in doc world, I needed to figure out a way to keep the stop the same without it changing. And even if I set the camera to a 5/6, if I widened out, it would go to a 4 automatically. So I would love your help in solving that problem.
First, we'd like to make sure that you're in the manual mode for movie. Because with the A99, the shoot mode dial gives you a manual mode for still shooting, which is indicated by the large M on the shoot mode dial. But we also have a separate menu for movie recording. If you haven't changed the shoot mode dial from the M to the movie recording icon, it can be a bit confusing because when you press the movie recording button, you'll go directly into movie recording even though you're starting from a still shooting mode. In such a case, if you change the focal length from telephoto to wide angle, the maximum aperture of the lens is what's going to be selected to allow the phase detect autofocus system to continue working.
So the lens you're using is a 7400G variable aperture from 3.5 to 5.6. Now, the lens construction of it does make the aperture change even if you're in full manual mode. So when you're in circumstances like that, I would suggest using a lens like a 7200G f2.8 because that's a constant aperture lens, and even if you're zooming, the aperture won't change on you.
All right, that does it for today's show. Do you have any other questions about the A99 or any other Sony cameras that you would like to get answered by Sony engineers? Because we can definitely hook that up for you. Just drop us a line down below and let us know. And in the meantime, if you want to watch more of our videos, just go to youtube.com/signal. For now, this is Anthony saying see you next time.